All right, yo. So chat. This is a new channel, man. New, brand new. Like, this is on my spiritual journey. So I'm chilling right now. It's like I don't even know what time it is right now. It's like probably early in the morning. It's like five something in the morning. Um, I just been chilling. I had a back injury, recently from at work. Uh, but everything's alright though. But what I wanted to really like hone in and tell y'all. So, um, when it comes to like social media, I feel like a lot of people get sucked into like a lot of the toxicity. And one thing that I know for a fact is that when it comes to life, right now that the world that we're living in, everything consists of energy. Everything consists of people being miserable. Trying to bring down other people. And like y'all gotta protect your energy. Like this is a real life spiritual battle in 2026. Like even last year in 2025, it was even like that was like the beginning. I feel like the beginning was 2020. If you know about the vaccine, everything, bro. Like um, but I'm gonna just let y'all know right now, y'all gotta protect yourself, like mentally and spiritually and religiously. If you are religious, I support you. As long as you're not doing nothing evil, I support you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really thinking about like turning more to like vegan food because I don't really like how I felt when I was eating fast food. Like I don't mind eating fast food once in a while. Life is short, but when you really trying to get on your purpose, I feel like McDonald's, is decent depending on what you get. Like for me, when I go, I get like a shake, or like a smoothie, or something like that. But hold on, come in. All right, y'all. So I'm back. So what I'm saying is, I gotta start getting back on your purpose, protect your energy, and it goes so deep because there's a point in time where I had to really think about it. Like I was one of those guys who was repeatedly, like repeatedly getting in this shit, bro, with people because they would talk about family and this, that, and third, cousins, uncles, aunties, whatever, and friends or whatever. But I had to really realize something like the people that I was sticking up for really wasn't sticking up for me. So I didn't like being miserable. So I had to really ask myself, what's better for me? Like, and if you one of those people who, you wanna be religious, the first step for me was to learn how to love me. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up with a big heart, like I was kind as fuck. Like when I'm telling you, I had a big heart. Like I'm talking about, I was like in past relationships and I was still doing stuff for people, and I was lending myself out too much to a point where it became a norm for people to like step on me, and not really care about how I felt. And it carried on into like my adulthood as a young adult, 18, 19, 20. Um, the moment I learned how to love me, bro, I saw a huge shift in just everything. People, how they treated me, everything. Less people called me, less family checked on me. And that's just something that you gotta deal with. Like when you wanna be happy, the moment you try to be happy within yourself, bro, there's gonna be a lot of people who not gonna fuck with you. Like that's just facts. I'm not telling y'all nothing that y'all don't know, but I'm just chilling, bro. Like for example, this spring, y'all need to be outside. Y'all need to be chilling. Y'all need to be in peace. Do not like if you really want to get your life together, don't be in big crowds, man. Like I'm a I feel like if anything, I'm mainly gonna be online simply because I'm in a long distance relationship. But it's like I'm not really gonna be around a lot of people. Like when it start getting nice out, bro, I'm gonna be simply just in my peace, bro. Like I don't really trust a lot of people where I'm at, like in this area. Not only that, it's too much rah-rah, But when you learn to like, let's say you are a religious person, right? The closer you get to, let's say you worship in um whatever religion, Allah, whatever, right? Cool. You do you. I'm not gonna judge you, but what I'm saying is whoever you like whatever your religion is, the more you get locked in, it can be anything, gaming, religion, it can be anything, clothing, anything. The more locked in you get with your own shit, bro, honestly, a lot of the third dimensional stuff don't really end up, it don't really end up mattering to you. Like, I'm speaking for me, like when I was really like a gamer, school really didn't mean nothing to me. And I'm glad that it happened the way it did, because if I was one of those people who got straight A's and I was stressing about grades, and bro, y'all see what's going on now with the school system, bro. It's such a facade, bro. I'm not even gonna say too much. That's for the next video. But it's just like watching certain people on YouTube really talk about how the world is, and like these are people who I look up to too. Like, they finally talking about things that I love to talk about as a kid, but got shushed because I was a child. You know what I'm saying? But knowing like there's so many people that's like me that's coming to the surface, bro, this shit feel amazing. Like, I can't be any more grateful for this. You know, and it's like I gotta protect y'all energy, man. Like, I'm not even gonna be on no biblical stuff. This is straight spirituality, man. It's a battle against not even just good and evil. It's a battle against you against the world, bro. That's literally what it is. That's what it is. It's not even good versus evil no more. It's nigga, it's you versus everybody, bro. Especially if you a young man. Don't matter what color you is. It's just what it is. Like, you gotta realize, if you really want happiness, you know, just as a person, as a people, you gotta understand. Like, you gotta love yourself to a point where if you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, you know, start with little things that you accomplished in life. Like, if you would, like, let's say if you were a domestic violence survivor, you know, pat yourself on the back if you survived that. You know what I'm saying? Because I am. I pat myself on the back. I survived that. You know, amen to that. You know, a lot of people don't make it out, you know, but be grateful for the things that you went through and learned from. That's where you start. You know, and if you really don't like your body and stuff like that, or like how you really are, just, you don't got to change your soul, but, you know, spoil yourself. You get that paycheck and boil on a budget, bro. Like, do what you got to do, you know, and just live your life. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really worried about too much anymore about money. You know, I don't. Yeah, it's good to make your money, but at the end of the day, that money really not gonna mean nothing when your time is up, bro. And that's just facts. Everybody know that. This paper money, that shit is not gonna last. It's not gonna last. You hear what Mr. Musk is doing. It's not gonna last, bro. So it's like, at the end of the day, this is a race against the clock that they created, bro. This is something that you gotta really hone in and do. Like, yeah, work your job, but at the end of the day, what are you doing for your peace? Are you around people that watch Maury and that watch freaking, you know what I'm saying, drama shows? Like, are y'all watching, like, it doesn't only consist of who you around, it consists of what you watch. You know, like, if you don't enjoy it to a point where you can't learn something from it, it's not, it's redundant to me. Like, I can't sit there and act like I'm cool with watching something like Jersey Shore. See, I'm kind of like Unc in some of y'all eyes because I'm older, right? But a lot of my audience is like younger than me, you know, on my other channel, on the Whack Music. But what I'm saying is, like, I gotta understand what I'm telling you. There's certain things, when you get to a certain mindset in life, no matter how you look, you get to a certain mindset to where it's like you wanna do better or you just don't. And what do you want to sacrifice to do better? You know, like, I had to really ask myself that. I had to, like, I was a, bro, when I tell you I was distracted with I had girl issues coming up. I was always distracted with wanting to be loved, bro. And the thing is that at this point, yeah, I'm speaking to somebody. I'm, you know, we working things out, but I have to, like, really ask myself, what girl wants a guy who wants to be around a guy, not even just a girl, who wants to be around a guy who doesn't really fuck with himself? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really had to ask myself that. So I have this mindset. I talk the way I talk. Like, when I go to work, I don't really shift the way I talk. I just chill. I'm just Me, if you can't be yourself in a room, you don't belong in that room. Real talk. You should not have to switch who you are. As long as you're not a toxic YN and you just you, like if you like me, right, and you just an edgy person, you got your style, you got your way, the way you dress, the music you listen to. If you're not a social problem to where you causing fights and you causing mayhem and chaos, you should not have to change your soul or change who you are for nobody. I don't care if it's a parent. I don't care if it's anybody, because listen to me. You have something called a spiritual family and you have a physical family. If you were born on this earth and you didn't ask to be born on this earth and you are you, you should not have to change who you are as a person to be accepted in society. This is 2026. It's a spiritual battle. So think about it. Do you want to be one of those people who act like something that they not? And then let's say you do make it to 20 years on living, right? Some don't, but let's say you do. You're gonna feel that regret. You're gonna be like, damn. Look at John Gabbana, bro. That's Boot Gang. Like he tried to be something that he wasn't, bro. Same thing with there's another rapper, I think Takashi. There's a few of them, like, who really said, like, yo, I was really unhappy. Like, I was really, and it's just facts, bro. Be you. I don't care who talks shit about you. Like, words is words, but the moment you give it energy, the moment you even engage, bro, you not doing yourself a favor. If anything, you making these rich men laugh at you. You making a rich, higher, evil people with demonic, like, intentions laugh at people like us because they see the divide. What can they do if everybody that they looking down on is starting to love themselves and get into their purpose? What could they do if if people started to really lock in and and pray if you religious and and stay out of social media drama? What could they do medically if you ended up getting on your shit in secret and you slowly beat the system and you got off your medications, you got off of them shits to where you don't even really need it every single day? What could they do to you? Because let's really talk about it. If it was up to the world, everybody would be under control. Everybody would be medicated. Everybody would be under something. So once you break that code and it starts with you. That's a fact. That's the only truth that I will forever agree with. For anything that's ever told to me in this world, that's the only thing that is fact. Is that you manifest what comes to you. Meaning, if you love yourself, there's nothing that can phase you. As long as you have a good heart and you're not doing nothing evil to nobody to where karma can slap the shit out of you. And if you literally start loving yourself and building yourself up from the ground up, you good, bro. And you even more good if you walk with God or you walk with some type of higher power that's a positive entity. You good, bro. You're protected. There's nothing nobody could say to you that's gonna get you under your skin. I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience. Yeah, if y'all really want happiness, bro, look. Y'all niggas think I'm playing with you. Like, look, how I flip this shit? I can't even, bro. Look at the vibes, bro. Bro. You see this shit? Like what? Like what? I'm a girl on the phone. We chilling. We're like, we not worried about nothing. There's times I have to like bring her down to earth and kind of calm her down. But that's just a part of being a boyfriend. A boyfriend that got his shit together. Like, and it kills me to really see, other young men, even men that are older, ruin it for other men who want to be in love. Like, I was one of those dudes who had to experience being shit on his whole entire life with I'm talking about every single relationship. Not only because the girl had trauma, but because I didn't love myself. That's just accountability. Facts. Like, I didn't know how to love me. And like, what the fuck? I was a kid that would literally get up with my grandma, go to the Kingdom Hall, right? and really just like I couldn't understand her world, you know. Went through school, I was different, you know, little chubby as I got older, right? Got a little more chubbier, got a little more chubby, then I got overweight. You know, I wasn't always fat, you know, I was skinny, I was, you know, slim little athlete. But I got fat because of depression, but also because of medications. You know, like the moment I got off the medications, like when I was younger, my chest went away. Back in 2018, I was a runner. I was a track star, bro. Like I was really like jogging. I was doing things to really, you know, but my mental health was bad. And it was like that not because I chose to, because it had to be that way. It took me off my medications abruptly. Boom. Out of nowhere. Oh, let's see what happens. That shit almost killed me, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Once you take back your control, there's nothing the outside world can do to you. You a human, you know, you're not invincible. But once you learn how to love yourself and really ground and really do what you gotta do for you and get off those controlling ass frequencies that everybody wants you to be controlled with. I'm talking about TV shows, medications, crowds of people, wanting to be accepted by society. Once you let go of all that shit, bro, there is nothing that anybody could say to you to get under your skin, because as long as you know that you're doing the right thing, what the fuck could they do to you? You unstoppable, nigga. You a chosen one. Nigga, if anything, you a god within yourself. You were put on this planet to experience things and grow from it. If you learn how to love yourself, bro, you become a god. I want you to know that. You are worth it. Even people that they said that were autistic and stuff, bro. I have a little brother that's autistic. I love that. I love that kid. That's like my son in a way. I love him. You know, there's not nothing I wouldn't do for that kid. I see a lot of myself in him. And I started to think as when I was younger, I feel like I kind of got a little bit of it, you know, but the thing is that we put, you know, these scientists put these labels on everything that's not normal in their eyes, bro. That's our superpowers. They said I had ADHD. They said I had anxiety. They said I had depression. But depression isn't something that's taught. That shit is literally like, I know that shit is taught in a way, you know, by going through life. But it's like, the thing is, bro, the bottom line, your disabilities are your literal superpower. But you sit in front of a TV and you see these commercials, and what they do, they villainize it. They villainize autism. They villainize ADHD. And they make it seem like you don't belong, but you do belong. You belong within yourself. If you are a melanated queen or a melanated king, even if you aren't melanated and you're indigenous, whoever you are, bro, if you have that spark in you and you just know for a fact you have something dormant in you that you want to show people that could really change the world, if you've always been able to question things before believing in them, you are a chosen one, bro. Don't have nobody tell you anything differently. If you are one of those people who always questioned life as a whole, I'm talking about the things you learned in school, everything from like as a kid, think about it. As a kid, for me, I used to think to myself, how the hell do we know that the earth is round? Or how do we know what outer space look like if there's a firmament? I was thinking about this type of shit in middle school, high school. And yeah, I loved astrology. I loved, you know, reading about planets and Mercury and Jupiter. I'm a nerd. I love that type of shit still to this day. But that's the thing. Nobody knows what is up there at all. We don't. Humanity is too stuck on politics. We too stuck on low vibrational shit to even know what's up there, bro. We can't even go up there. We can't. Niggas have tried shooting missiles up there on TikTok. Literally. The NASA literally tried shooting missiles up there, and what happened? Bro, like, if you know, you know, bro. Do your research. But what I'm saying is, I was one of those kids who questioned everything. If you are one of those people who questions everything, even still to this day, you are a chosen one. You have the potential to really break the system. You have the potential to really like change people's lives just by being around them. If you have that type of power, you are worth it. And a lot of those people that have that power have quote unquote disabilities. And they're not disabilities, they're abilities. They call them disabilities because, for one, they want to demonize it. And two, they want to keep you disconnected. Everything that's worded to bring down something, everything in life, every English word has a hidden meaning. Remember that. Disability. They want to keep you demonized and disconnected from your abilities. Think about it. Really understand what I'm telling you. Once y'all understand how deeply loved you can love yourself and really push yourself, you won't have no fear. With no fear, what does that come with? They can't control you, right? And it's like, it's to a point where so many people are waking up, and I love it, bro. I love it. And I know I'm just rambling. I love it, bro. That's for another video, but I love y'all. I'm gonna be chilling. I'm about to play my Skyrim. I'm saying we're gonna tame these dragons, and that's what we're gonna do. I love y'all, bro. Peace.